Hello, everybody. It is TRC Borderline, and welcome to episode 2 of the Monday Mechanic. So, we are here up in our lounge in our mechanic shop, and we are ready to start episode 2. So, let's head down to our phone and take our job for today. Let's see what we're going to do here. Oh, there's not a lot of jobs here. Brake job, body work. I guess we'll take this one. It's got suspension, brake systems, and the gearbox. So, let's see how this one works. Let's see how this one goes. So, now before I even put it on the lift, I just want to go into the status. Okay. There's a lot of brake problems. And then okay, so I'm just gonna take a look into the wheel well to see what I see here, and yep, that whole spring needs to be replaced. Gearbox. It mostly just seems to be the gear here, or the strut, and the spring, but okay, I can also see the wheel hub bearing here is gonna need replacing. Um, Sway bar front end link, outer tie rod. So that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all the parts. And then in terms of brakes, we can actually just go around tire by tire and check them out. So fortunately, this isn't too big of a job, so we don't actually have to take it for a test drive or take it to the take it onto the test path, because we pretty much already know. Like, the test path will tell us exactly what's wrong with the brakes, but we don't really need that information as much because, well, the brake systems is essentially just your rotors, pads, calipers, and ABS system, and the servo. So you can that's all that stuff is easy to like just visually see. Like, if it looks like this, then it probably needs to be placed. So we are gonna strip this one down, get ready to replace it all. But we're also gonna go in and we're going to take out the wheel hub bearing. We're gonna take out front sway bar link A, the outer tie rod, and the front shock absorber A. Now we're gonna replace all those parts. So for the suspension, we need front shock absorber A, front shock absorber cap, front springs. So that's 3 of 6. Now we need an outer tie rod, 4 of 6. We need the sway bar link A, that's 5 of 6, and the wheel hub bearing makes 6 of 6. And we know this tire is also going to need a ventilated brake disc, brake pad, and a brake caliper. I don't. The cylinders should be okay. I find the cylinders seem to last quite a while. But so before we go back in, we're gonna go over to our spring puller, and we're going to join our 3 new spring parts. Now we can go back into the wheel well, and I'm going to put in the new spring, put in the new outer tie rod, new sway bar end link. And the new wheel hub bearing. And now that should be the suspension completely dealt with. So let's just double check. Car status, suspension, all good. So now let's put the brakes in. So brake disc ventilated. Brake pads. And brake caliper. And yeah, our cylinders are fine. Well, on this side, the cylinders are fine at least. Put our tire back on. And now we move to the back. Now, everything's got to be done within a minimal part condition of 63%. So, that means that it's probably going... Like, this is probably going to say that it's okay. But I'm just going to replace it anyways. Just to uniform. Actually, like, well, let's see exactly where it is. So we know that the calipers, cylinder's fine, calipers got to go. Same with the pads. Let's just see what this is. 64. Yeah, no, I'm just going to replace that. Like, it would pass. Like, the game would allow me to leave that on, but like, it's just, it would look really bad having a rusted to shit rotor with brand new pads and calipers and everything. It just wouldn't look great. Plus, it's safer for the driver of the vehicle too. Alright. Left side brakes are done. We move over to the right side. This car looks like crap. So now that caliper there that's completely fine. Like, we're just gonna leave that as is, but we're gonna replace the pad and the rotor. So we get those back in, and the caliper was still more than acceptable. Well, looking back, maybe I should have replaced the cylinder, but... Oh, move on to the front wheel. And we're going to take off the caliper. Going to take off the pad. And we're going to take off the disc. And now we're going to replace them all. Caliper, pad, disc. And remember, the front discs are ventilated. The back discs are solid. Very, very good. Okay. Now let's take a look at our brake systems. Okay, we're missing the ABS pump and one more part. So we're just going to take a look. Servo is fine. So we have the ABS pump and the module. Both need to be replaced. This is where money gets made on a brake job because both of these parts are super expensive. 700 and 950 respectively. Buy those, and we're going to implant those in. Perfect. That should be the brakes. Dunsky. Now finally to replace the transmission. So now we lift the car up. And we're going to go underneath. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the drive shaft. Now we're going to come in and we're going to take off the starter. Because in episode 1, we did learn that the starter is always attached to the transmission. In order to take the transmission off, it has to first come off. So now we're going to take off the V8 gearbox. And as that was the part, we can now go into our gearbox menu and we can purchase a new V8 gearbox. And we can mount that on. Mount the starter back and the drive shaft. And there you have it. We can now bring the car down and this job is complete. We'll do one final check and we will see that the job is absolutely completed. And we can also, wait, look at the amount of money I'm making here. There we go. That's better. So you can see that we spent a total of $4,152, and we got paid out a task bonus of 2,317 and a job bonus of 1,464 for a total payout of $8,329. Roughly close to double what the money spent was. So all in all, that wasn't a bad job. It did double our money. Well, it didn't double the money current, but you know what I mean. So let's finish the order and get paid. And there it is. And this has been episode 2 of the Monday Mechanic. I hope you enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button to get more content, as well as future episodes of the Monday Mechanic. This is your host, TRC Borderline, signing off.